All right, shalom, shalom to the whole full elect of the nation of Israel. We're going to start off this lesson by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh,
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 Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and have taught us this word in truth and sincerity. And peace and mercy to the whole full elect. All right, starting with the 144,000. That's pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. The rest of you that sincerely believe, shalom. So, today's class is going to be another edition of News and Prophecy, of course. And like always, all right, more time now than ever, we are going to link all these beautiful events that are happening primarily in Babylon the Great, which is known as America, according to Scripture, or as well Egypt, spiritual Egypt as well. And I'm sure if you're not living on the rock, you know about the fires. There's a lot going on. The T to the Eris attacks, drones are being found, which are UAPs, chariots. There's
people's getting run over.
People getting run over. People are looting the houses that are on fire. This is a beautiful time if you're in the spirit. Reason being is because we are so close to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. That's right.
This could be the year that we're out of here.
Lord's will.
Lord's will, man. So, everything has to be turned up, and everything is being turned up, both on the left and on the right. So
yep. Because these
go ahead.
These Edomites, these people that's in power, these Edomites that's in power, they're basically they're turning the hell up, man. Like they're gonna do a lot of things, a lot of stuff this year, man.
Beautiful.
No, because they weren't really because Esau has been kind of like pussyfooting for like from like over like 2000. Like he should already started his whole new world order from 2001. But the elect wasn't wasn't woken up yet, So like that's why we're but now the elect is being risen up,
Come on.
Yeah.
Any opening precepts or statements before we get into
it? I can't resist it because the brother just said it, right?
Go ahead.
The pussyfoot Edomites. Hey, there's a spirit on them. So I got two precepts real quick. Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white, right? The young elder mentioned, simply put, man, Jake's waking up, right? So to speak, Jake is waking up. And at the top of that is the election, right? The Lord elect the saints, right? Because it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. Yeah. So they're doing all this stuff, man. Esau against Esau and so forth like that. But the point is the Lord put that spirit on them. And they don't know. Right? And it says, and none of the wicked shall understand. Okay? But the wise shall understand. Simply put. Right? Okay? And the wise there goes into those who were made purified and white. Going back to the elect, there's many scriptures that could come out. But I thought I would share that. And I would like to go to opening in regards to Daniel 7, right? Two precepts I will read from there. Because we are in the time of the fourth beast, right? And there's a difference with this fourth beast. It has a person on it. The scripture called him a whore, right? The one that wears that red dress, right? So this is Daniel 7.
Tonight, as President-elect Donald Trump is preparing.
This is Daniel 7 and 17. And I'm going to just read to 18.
Yeah, go ahead.
These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay. And so yes, the saints there, simply put, it tells you who the saints are as well in the book of Psalms. Okay. Many places you could go. But I just wanted to bring out the possession, right? Possess what? Possess the kingdom. The Lord's going to give them this kingdom. Pertaining to also Psalms 2, it tells us what the Lord's going to do with the elect, right? And give them that possession. Of course, there are certain things in regard to the sifting and so forth like that. The Lord is cleaning his house as well. Okay, in this time. So yes, the possession of the kingdom, and that's what the elect is looking forward to. Right. That's all I got on that.
I have a quick precept. This is Mark 13, verse 24. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. Right. So you see what happened over there in California, right? With the Los Angeles, with those wildfires. You know, this is like this is basically like a prequel, you know, of things that's going to happen to this society in the future, right?
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Yeah, it's a foreshadow.
America.
Yeah, it's a foreshadow.
Yeah.
Right? And the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. So that's what's happening. You know, how right now, like Hollywood's like celebrities, their homes are being burned down to a crisp, right? And that witchcraft is not working, man. You know,
Nope.
their witchcraft in the Hollywood is not working, man. And there's gonna be more like tribulation going into 2025.
Yeah, we just started. Akim and Aquaf. Those of you that are sincere, we just started, man. The Lord is gonna let loose, man. This is gonna be a crazy year. You're gonna have all kinds of manner of demons. So like, just imagine a huge gaping portal open and the Most High allow all the left hand side angels to come down. It's gonna be because this is the final boom for all wickedness.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. From the time, this is like the final boom from all wickedness from the time of Adam up until now. You have to internalize how devastating the destruction is going to be. You know, but that's not for us to worry about, because that judgment, the scripture tells, the judgment is actually all the evil the Lord is bringing is actually for the wicked.
And and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. So this is when Yahweh Shai is going to come with his fathership. And then shall he send his angels and shall gather together his elect from the four winds and from the uttermost parts of the earth to the uttermost parts of heaven. All right. So there's going to be a great deliverance, but America is going to be pretty much destroyed when Yahweh Shai comes.
It's going to be completely destroyed,
because there's going to be nuclear war, and then the elect is going to have to be saved, right? Because it's going to be during nuclear war, man. That the salvation is gonna come.
Right.
Yes, on that.
Yeah.
Come. All right. So we got a lot to cover. So we're gonna start off as the title. It says, "Woe to you who trust in Egypt and judgment." And Maga, as that's an enchantment, word magic, sorcery, right? Tied to pagan worship. When you look it up, Maga is tied to pagan worship, man. And that's what you foolish Babylonians, okay, i.e., Americans, have been chanting, right? And this devil, man, he did the exact same thing. Yeah, exactly. He did the exact same thing that he always does. Promises you what he's gonna do, fatten you up, and now that they're just about to get into office, they're getting ready to slaughter you. And that's why the title says what? Woe to you who trust in Egypt. You really thought these guys were set up to come and make America great again? That's nonsense. Everything is dictated by prophecy.
I think he has 10 more days, right?
Yeah, it's not long, man. If he makes it, we'll see. Because either way, if he makes it, all hell's gonna break loose. If he doesn't make it, all hell will still break loose.
That's-
You know. So okay. So
Can I bring this out real quick?
Yeah, come on, go ahead, brother.
Just to land back what you said real quick. Sirach
Mhm.
13, Sirach 13 and 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and
Mhm.
put thee in hope.
Ooh, nice. Beautiful, Bill.
These
That's a
politicians,
perfect,
man.
exactly. That's a perfect politician precept. That's on
Right?
point.
Yep, beautiful.
That's on
He
You
will
point.
could read that one again. That one,
Yeah,
that
con.
slipped
Sirach,
over my head, man.
Sirach 13 and 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and
Oh.
smile upon thee
Wow.
and put thee in hope.
What does it say in the world? Kissing babies and shaking hands.
Yeah, that's right.
Make
Camp-
America great again.
Yeah,
No, man,
campaigning.
America's going, Babylon's going down, man.
Yeah.
He's selling hope and mercy. And keep
Yeah.
selling it, bro.
Babylon is crumbling.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sell your hope.
He will
That's
speak
good.
thee
Yeah, go
fair,
ahead.
Salakia.
No, go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? Right?
Mm,
This devil, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's Trump the salesman and the rest
Yeah,
of them. Sell
that's
hope.
right. Mhm.
Hope and they're selling hope and mercy. Good luck. Salakia, go ahead, brother. Bring it on. Lots.
That's on the
Wow.
Shema?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Okay, good. All right, let's get into it.
Mhm.
So this is fair use. I am not making any money from any of these videos that I'm playing.
Mhm.
This is for educational purposes only, and I don't own any copyrights of any of these videos. This is fair use. Okay, so as you see, CNN uproar breaking out inside MAGA world over H1B visas and foreign workers. So these guys, hey man, the average blue collar working American, it's about to split. They're about to be completely vanished from the economy, the working class, because where they're bringing everything is to a technocracy and the global elites. They're going to consolidate everything into their own hands. And that's why they said you own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
UBI, 15-minute cities, all that is coming, man, this year. All that's coming this year.
I think one of the brothers, I don't know if it was Shama. Shama sent a video that there's over 80,000 homeless people in Ontario, Ontario, Canada, man.
Yeah.
And it's rising.
Exactly. And that's what they're telling us.
And it's rising. I mean, so it's more than 80,000. It's probably
That's
almost like 500,000.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we'll go ahead and play
Selling
this.
hope.
Donald Trump's preparing for
And I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. Let me get to...
a widespread immigration crackdown when he takes office 25 days from now. We're seeing a crack between some of his top advisors and his MAGA base. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are both facing major blowback from their own supporters for not only backing, but encouraging offering more visas to highly skilled foreign workers. Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted this online saying, think of this like a pro...
You're getting ready to lose your job. And listen to what your leaders that you elected, or so-called elected, you really believed in them. Look what they're going to say about you. This is what they say about you.
highly skilled foreign workers. Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted this online saying, think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent, bringing in via legal immigration the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential for America to keep winning. He's talking about H-1B visas, which allow employers to hire highly skilled foreign workers. Musk, who himself is from South Africa, said that he once had this kind of visa, and he's arguing that Silicon Valley is facing a shortage of excellent engineering talent, as he put it.
And you have to remember, a lot of you, the majority of you Americans, you were for Trump and the warp speed team, right? The whole warp speed team. Look up Operation Warp Speed, right? And you had Elon Musk on that. You guys were all for them because they were telling you that, again, they're going to make America great again, excommunicate and excel all these foreign workers from taking jobs. And here they are turning right around, letting you know that actually it's probably a better idea because we got to get all the best players on our team if we want to stay winning. You know? They never, listen, this is why, starting with the apostles and elders on down, we tell you, Israelites, You know, you got to flee this place mentally. This is not it. These people, they do not care about anything but what but their own agenda.
Sure.
You know, majority of people are bugged out. The majority of people don't actually know what's going on. Like all these videos we're watching, all these different truthers, ourselves, we're the minority. We're not the majority. Remember, the majority of people are in the wide gate, so they're not. Most people are not even watching the news.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
they're
Like,
too distracted.
Exactly. You know, so when all this hell, these devils, when the Lord allows them to bring all this hell, these people are going to comply.
They're gonna
Whether they're going to comply. All right. So let's continue on.
Salaki, you said something about warp speed. They're pushing at
Yeah.
warp speed. I have the word because it's very important, because you, in the way that you went and break down and say it, it came out because warp means to bend, to twist. So as the brother said, man, you people are dead as hell. They're telling you this is what we're going to do. It's not about you people. We're going to make us great, not you. Anyway, it says to bend. Salak, go ahead.
No, you're right. Because Wish America, right? Remember in that movie?
Wow.
Right? In Civil War.
Civil War, very good movie.
Like, I'm American. He's like, which American? What kind of American are you? Which American are you?
You know, like now a new movie what we have to watch is that Homestead. It's supposed to be a good movie.
Yeah.
I still never watched it.
Yeah. So these guys, when they're saying make America great again, they're not talking about you Americans, they're talking about themselves.
That's right.
And they're getting you to enchant it. Sorcery.
Wow.
They're casting spells, but look what's happening in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
That's big, man.
Yeah, warp, right? It says to bend, twist, distort. But warping. To throw. This is as a verb, right? Throw away. Hit with a missile.
Oh.
Right? So warp speed. They're gonna. We always mention this term. I haven't heard used it in a while. Order out of chaos. You know, they're gonna bring that war to the people, the dumb masses, right? So yes, warp speed, man. They're there to distort, throw away, and to destroy. That's their job. And ultimately, it's to fulfill prophecy, right? Just want to say that. Anyway, that's it.
I have just a quick precept. Remember Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the year draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after their rain. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened.
Yeah, the grinding goes into work. The grinding cease because there are few. This is what these guys are getting ready to do. They're getting ready to get rid of all your jobs, create anger and strife between Americans and foreigners. Okay, and then ultimately they want robots to do your job. It's cheaper, less complaints, right? Amazon fired, I think, a couple thousand people, and it costs them $20, right, per robot that can work all day, all night. You know, they don't complain about getting a raise. They don't ask questions. They're not suspicious about certain things.
Yeah.
You people are getting ready to lose everything, and you're getting ready to be happy about it. That's the kind of force this man is going to bring down. He's going to force evil upon you and make you happy about it.
That's right.
You know, so yay, if you don't have the protection and the faith and fear of Yahweh Shai, you're going to be given up to these delusions.
That's right.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up the voice of a bird, and all the dolls of music shall be brought low. So this Hollywood is going down. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and there in the morning go about the street. So these people are protesting. You know, a lot of the agriculture people who do the farming in America, in Canada, like Bill Gates like bought up the land, you know, and basically like they're not able to even farm on their damn land, you know, to try to sell, you know, in the grocery stores, you know. So a lot of stuff is happening, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? You know, when you go into the young, right? Because it says, "Remember now," verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
Beautiful.
That youth, in a spiritual sense, obviously, literally, the Lord wants young men in the truth. A lot of the older men they see in the truth. The majority of men in the truth got truth when they were younger. You got a few that got it when they're older, but because they have that spirit of a younger man, right? They're still what's it called? Full of energy, so to speak, lively stones. But the point is that youth really, in a spiritual sense, starts with when you hear of this word. Because in the world, you're dead. In the world, you're dead, right? So life starts when you hear this truth, and Yahweh Shua Shai puts the spirit on you to receive it. You start life. Hence why it's called what? Born again. So the youth really the grace period.
That's right.
This grace period, and when does it start? It started in 1969. And now we're here in 2025. That's half a century.
Wow.
That's 55, that's 53 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, you know, you Israelites are not going to have a cloak for your sin for rejecting this truth.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Again, you said it. I have to bring the word out, brother. It's a verb. Remember. It says bring to mind. So, and you said it, the spirit, when you're reborn, the spirit's going to be working with you, with the young men, right? So to speak, right? As well as those who has been called and chosen. So it says real quick as a verb, to keep there in mind, retain in memory. So only the spirit is going to bring back bring back the elect. They're going to be sealed, right? And it says recall to mind. So simply put, whenever we see that word and it's associated with the elect, which was read there, we know that the Spirit's going to be working with the elect, and it simply means to recall, to bring to mind. So yes, you people out there that's grinding and you're wicked, man. The Holy Spirit is not going to be working with you in that time. That's all I got.
Hey, the brother from Aria. 144 Palau posted on the chat. Seen on the news, we'll double check it, we'll fact check it. Maybe you can put a link to it. But seen on the news, Trump got convicted as a felon. So we'll see.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, because if he did get convicted as a felon, man, that's going to be very serious. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. We got lots to cover.
That's right.
Cap on those kinds of visas right now is at 65,000, with another 20,000 for those who get a master's or a doctorate in the U.S. Musk is being backed up by his partner in Trump's government efficiency initiative, Vivek Ramaswamy. He says it's a cultural issue that there aren't more competitive engineers in the U.S. Here's what he said online. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. A culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell or Stefan over Steve Urkel and Family Matters will not produce the best engineers.
Yeah, so they're saying that's what you Americans are. You're useless eaters, is what they're saying, in other words.
Simply put.
Okay.
It is not going over well with Trump's MAGA base, certainly not online. Some of them saying, we did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. Tech wants indentured servants, not high-skilled workers. You don't even know what MAGA immigration policy is. Now, Trump himself, who I should note restricted H-1B visas in his first term, has said on the campaign trail this time around that he did want to make it easier for educated foreigners to work in the U.S.
What I want to do and what I will do is you graduate from a college. I think you should get automatically as part of your diploma a green card to be able to stay in this country. And that includes junior colleges too. Anybody graduates from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years. If you graduate or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country.
My political sources tonight are former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, CNN political commentator and Republican strategist Sir Michael Singleton, and also CNN economics and political commentator Catherine Rampell. And Catherine, you going to college. I mean, I think he's being a bit sarcastic there, but that is kind of the dual arguments that you see sometimes from this political orbit.
I see a couple of things going on here. First of all, I have to say I agree with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. I think they're pointing out the reality that we're living. You could say, and I hear Michael's point, I disagree with it though, because I think it misses the fact we want to get to the place where we can maximize the use of our own talent in this country. Let's bring in the best of brightest from all around the world. Let's really make our economy stronger. Let's become even more tech dominant. And that's the way, in fact, to elevate the whole country and to create more opportunity for Americans of all kinds in the tech field. So I don't know why on earth we wouldn't want to grab all the talent out there, especially because if we don't, our competitors will. I think it's also fascinating that we're seeing this kind of open conflict. I think it's going to be the first of many. And of course, that speaks to the question of Elon Musk's role. I think
open conflict is going to be the first of many, right? So this is these guys, man, these devils, man, they got to listen to when they're talking. They're telling you what they're going to do. This is going to be the first of many. I believe all these different politicians and ministers and financial ministers and all these people in high offices, they're all juiced in the occult, in the Illuminati, Freemasonry. They're not all on the same level, right? So that's why they're divided, as you can see.
I think really soon we're going to see more divergence between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. It's natural, given
he's saying you're going to see more divergence between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and all that is a dual system, or not a dual system. It's what's it called? When you have someone who's opposite to you? It's like Esau uses this method.
Controlled opposition.
Control opposition.
Oh, control opposition. Yeah.
That's all it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Look up in the 1800s, late 1800s, mid 1800s. You look up the anti-Masonic Party.
Wow.
Okay, that was a literal political party that was against Freemasonry and all their witchcraft and wickedness.
But they were for it, though. They were for it.
Huh? This is what I was just gonna say, that some of the leaders and the head guys in the anti-Masonic Party were actually Freemasons. So, just like Kanawak said, man, these guys were for it. So that's control opposition. All right.
Each of them having the power they have. I think that's going to be a very, very important storyline in 2025, that these two people who appear to be allies but really have very different interests start to diverge issue by issue. We saw it also during the recent budget fight. I think we're going to see it on issues like artificial intelligence and climate, where Musk has been in a different place than Trump. That's going to have ramifications for how successful Trump can be in general. And then finally, I mean, look, for the MAGA world to be turning on their own this quickly. This is also an interesting question. They almost look like Democrats here. It's like, so I say this lovingly as a Democrat, like we have an ability to eat our own very quickly sometimes. Well, this is fascinating. Here are these heroes just a few minutes.
And when you go into the history, this is the same thing happened with Rome, right? You had different Caesars and emperors assassinating themselves. In 1 year, you had the year of the 5 emperors. In 1 year, that's like, when you liken that to today, that's like in 1 year, you have 5 presidents because they're assassinating each other. These devils, man, because of their wickedness, they'll never band together. Okay, they'll never actually work well together because of their wickedness.
That's right.
Now, I'm gonna get this priest. Go ahead, brother. You want to say something?
Yeah. You heard him there. He said, "We have the ability to eat our own sometimes."
Exactly. Exactly. Looking like a true Edomite.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is Matthew 12:25 in the King James, and I'm going to read it in the NLT as well. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. And that's America. It's divided. Okay. Hence the term civil war. It says, divided against himself, how shall then his kingdom stand? In NLT, it says, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war, which is what we're getting to, is doomed. A town, well, look at us as a people, Israel. We had major civil war when we were in the land, and look what happened. We fell apart. Okay, one tribe, taking the captivity over here, and next tribe taking the captivity over there. There's no more Israel. Okay, so it's the same thing with these Edomites. It says, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. And that's what you're seeing. Okay. That's why the scriptures say, that's why the title says, woe to you that who trust into Egypt, because Egypt is divided. Okay. his own kingdom will not survive.
That's right.
And that's what we're seeing, man. This kingdom is not surviving. All right,
Going to shit.
it's going to shit.
Literally.
That's right.
I have a precept.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Beautiful.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. City against city, kingdom against kingdom. This was happening right now. This Trump guy, he wants to have Canada as the 51st state.
It might happen. It might happen.
It might, because I feel like it might, because remember they want to have the mayoral like around 2006, 2007. They won the mayoral. Canada, Mexico, and the US. Right? Because it's gonna be one system, right? With the whole with the whole mark of the beast technology, right? So it could possibly happen, but it's gonna cause a lot of conflict. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the council together, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. So that's what Esau is doing. Esau sacrificing his stuff right now in Hollywood, with the whole fires, these wildfires, and he's using direct energy. He's using direct energy weapons, against his own people, man, and destroying them, which is good for them because these people are nothing but wizards and warlocks, So that's good for them,
That's right.
And that's it.
Beautiful. Wow.
Okay, so I got this too. This is Isaiah 36, and I'll start at 5. I'll start at the points at 5 to 6, but I'll start at 4 for some context in the NLT. Isaiah 36 and 4. Then the Assyrian kings, chief of staff, told them to give this message to Hezekiah. This is what the great king of Assyria says. What are you trusting in? What are you trusting in that makes you so confident? Right, and this is how a heathen was looking at an Israelite, but this is how we Israelites, of the hopeful elect, are looking at you Israelites. Okay, you 2/3, you rebellious people. It says, verse 5, do you think that mere words can substitute for military skill and strength? And that's exactly what America boasted, right? They boasted in their military might. And that's really what has grasped, the confidence of the average American person. Okay, is that, just like the scriptures say, I should be like a lady, I will not sit as a widow. Right? So that's the mentality. That's why a lot of you people were in that spirit of peace and safety when you heard about Trump and what they were going to do and Elon Musk and the whole team. You're like, okay, we're back. But look, now they're turning on you, right? So this is what it says. It says here, do you think that mere words can substitute for military skill and strength? Who are you counting on that you have rebelled against me? Reverse. That's what the Lord is saying to you Israelites. Because who are you counting on that you rebel against the Heavenly Father? And that's what he's saying through his prophets. It says, verse 6, it says, on Egypt, if you lean on Egypt, it will be like a reed that splinters beneath your weight, because you're wholly leaning on Egypt, all you Israelites. You haven't, even a lot of you Israelites that know the truth, you haven't fully immersed yourself in the word. So therefore, you don't understand what's really coming down the pipe. Right? And because you don't understand what's really coming down the pipe, what are you going to do? You're most likely, if you're not the elect, you're going to take the sea hit. Okay? Yeah. So this is serious business, man. It says, on Egypt, verse 6, if you lean on Egypt, it will be like a reed that splinters beneath your weight. And pierces your hand, right? It will take your power from you because your hand is represented as power as well. And that's what these devils are. That's what they're doing. They're these fires, and we're going to get into it. All these fires and all these situations and everything that's happening is set up so this devil can take, can have complete control over the masses. Complete control. Okay. It says, wait and pierces your hand. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, is completely unreliable.
Right.
You see, and that the modern day Pharaoh is Trump. Completely unreliable. Okay, and that's what you're seeing here. And people are bugging out. MAGAs, you know, they're saying, what the hell? You know, a couple years ago you said this is, you know, you weren't with foreigners coming over and taking our jobs, and now you're saying it's a good thing because we need all the best players on the team. You know, so you guys are useless eaters to them. They don't give a shit about you guys. Okay, and on top of that, you got Elon Musk saying that he's going to put censorship back on X. Right, but what was he known for before? For free speech.
Yeah.
These devils, man, they use the same tactic every single time, and they get you bug outs every single time.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful point there you brought out. The scripture in the NLT, it says unreliable, man. All you have to do is Google his character that's going up to trial, man. Just go on his background. You'll see how reliable he is. Right? He's unreliable. Anyway, that's it.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we'll touch up on this video here. I got it says here, what will people do when they see this? California Fire News. Okay. And again, is fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay.
I may have just found numerous sources of proof. Probably just a coincidence that many of these areas planned for WEF 2030 15-minute city. Was this done all on purpose? I may have just found numerous sources of proof. Probably just a coincidence that many of these areas planned for WEF 2030 15-minute cities seem to suffer from a plethora of disasters in the recent times. You guys seen the coincidence? The buildings turned to dust, the trees are untouched. We have seen this many times.
And these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire insurance.
Yeah, we're gonna go more into that because that's a big card. Absolutely insane. Got lots of crazy stuff. Infrared satellite catches lasers headed right over to where the fire is. Interesting, just coincidence. And as these fires are going, have you heard of Area 51? That's kind of where the laser came from. Check this out.
In Southern California, they're laying something over Area 51. It's then being shot by the next red radar system. You can see that clear as day right here. It is then expanding and being dropped right over Southern California.
And I got a lot more of that. This is crazy stuff that you guys need to see. Again, just a coincidence, but I think a lot of people are saying we found proof. Crazy important information that affects you coming right up. At Homestead, and if you're brand bell, so you guys sit down.
And this is not birds or bugs. I can promise you that. There's something very odd going on with the military or something that's taking place in Area 51 and then being dropped in the sky, which is then carried over by the jet stream or some sort of wind pattern into Southern California.
Lots of coincidences arising from the area fire department not even having any water to fight the fire just before this fire. Yeah, cutting the fire aspect of the insurance, even down to the area being deemed a 15-minute smart city area. Before we dive into all this crazy information you guys need to know, if you guys didn't see this video, it's smaller thing back. Yeah, I'm like we're going to see a special home insurance in their home months ago. This Zachary Levi.
Brothers, just let me know. I'm kind of going to skip through the whole video, so just let me know when you got precepts, okay?
Sure.
The actor.
70% or so of the insured in Southern California used to have fire insurance in their home months ago. This insurance was taken away. The insurance company said, no, we're not offering fire insurance anymore. What else?
Come.
James 5:1. I put in the NLT.
Beautiful.
Look here, you rich people, weep and groan with anguish because of all the terrible trouble ahead of you, right? So these guys that have all these insurance companies, which we know who's at the head of it, right? The J people, right? You know, like they have to like do this thing, like this order out of chaos, you know, and it's gonna get very severe this year. It's gonna be a severe takeover, and you know, Esau's a wicked man. Your wealth is rotten away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten. Sorry, your wealth is rotten away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten rags. Your gold and silver is cankered. Sorry, your gold and silver have become worthless. The very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh in like
Look at
fire.
that. Yeah, like fire, right? So eat away your flesh. What do you know? You know what that means? You know, all these homes. You know, I think the cheapest home pays $100,000 a year annually on property tax.
Wow.
So you know that's a lot of money. All these, I think it was like 20,000, 30,000 homes were burnt. So you do the math. The math. There's no way California is going to survive after this financially.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and
get all
they
that money
didn't have fire insurance.
well, exactly, and exactly. These people don't understand is that all your social programs, your economic programs like insurance and everything else, these guys at the top of them, at the head of them, they're all Freemasons. They're all in cahoots, man. Like how the guy was bringing out an energy weapon that was shot, okay, and you know, by infrared into this area, right? So hey man, this thing is you people have no idea what's going on, and you're gonna bug the hell out once this thing gets heavier because, like you said, Conor Mark, this is what order out of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
this treasure you have says this treasure you have accumulated will stand as evidence against you on the day of judgment.
That's right.
This is what happening.
Okay. Yeah,
Because why are those people who are affected, like why weren't they covered with the whole wildfire insurance?
Yeah,
You know, like Esau pulled the plug on his own people, yo.
exactly.
Yeah, well, he
And
got
that's
the
why
order, brother. He
Yeah,
got
that's
the
what
order.
the scripture tell you. The scripture tell you that that's why we tell you that a lot of you Israelites, you need to understand, live within your means, man. Live in the spirit. All this stuff passes away. All these people, they've labored day and night for these houses, for these homes.
yeah.
And in a moment, it was gone. And they have no insurance.
Mhm.
You know what that means? That's gone.
Yep.
Like you can't, there's nothing
Everything
you can
gone,
do.
mash up.
Gone.
At least if you have insurance, you get money back, you start buying things back, and all that. Insurance literally means that insurance. We got spiritual insurance, which is faith
That's right.
and fear and this knowledge. We
Mhm.
are insured and reassured that that everything that we're doing now will pay off when all hell breaks loose. When you
That's
people
right.
trusted in Egypt, you bought literal insurance from the devil, think that he's going to help you when he brings his chaos.
Mhm.
You're out of your fucking mind, and this is why you're going through the hell that you're going through. No insurance, and you have a $5.5 million home, no insurance.
Mhm. Yep.
Holy.
Yep.
Mhm. Beautiful point, brother.
Yep.
I have the word insurance real quick, because I just wanted to say this, right? Because anyway, you broke it down already, but let me just read two of the lines. As a noun, it says engagement to marry,
Mhm.
right? And those, hey, you wicked people are married to the system.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And you're going down. And as brother mentioned, simply put, man, our engagement is with the bridegroom, man.
Yeah, we're married to Yahweh Bashimi Al-Shai.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Blood in, blood out.
That's it. Literally.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
right.
For you saw more. Like Malak.
Real quick, and then it says an assurance, a pledge. That's all I'm going to read. You people can look it up, okay, and understand it as it was broken down spiritually, right? In how it affects the elect. I'm talking about insurance versus you wicked out there.
Mhm.
That's it. Brother. Go ahead.
For
I think,
listen.
yeah,
Right.
go ahead.
For listen, hear the cries of the field workers
Mhm.
who you have cheated of their pay.
Yeah.
The wages you held back cry out against you. The
Yeah.
cries of those who have harvest your fields have reached the ears of the Lord of the heavenly armies.
Yeah.
You
Everybody wants this devil to go.
Mhm.
And most people don't even know it, but they can feel it.
Mhm.
They just don't know it.
Mhm.
The minority, they know, like, yo, these people need to come out of office. These people need to come out of rulership. We need peace again on earth. A lot of people in their spirit, they're done with this false reality of life. This
That's
man's
right.
a liar.
Bullshit.
They're done with it in their spirit.
That's right. You have spent your years on earth in luxury and satisfying your ever desire. You have fattened yourself for the day of slaughter. You have
Wow.
condemned and killed the innocent people who have not resisted you. So what happened to the tribes in America, in the Americas, man. You devils have a lot of crime to pay for, man.
Yeah.
Right.
right.
And after your kingdom is going to be after your kingdom is destroyed, right? You're gonna have to build up our kingdom for 1,000 years, man.
Right.
Until it's perfect. So you're
Blood,
gonna
sweat,
suffer.
and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears for 1,000
That's it.
years.
That's
No,
it. That's it.
no rest.
That's it. That's
No rest
it.
for the wicked.
Con.
That's right.
That's it.
Shimon, did you have something?
Yeah, just one precept.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk 2:13 in the NLT. Has not the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies promised
Beautiful.
that the wealth of nations will turn to ashes? Right?
Damn.
That's right.
That's all these people out
Fire.
here, man. All
That's
these people
fire.
crying
Trouble.
about my shit's
Trouble.
gone up in smoke. I have no insurance.
Oh my
Flood insurance.
God.
Fire insurance. Because they're having, of course, that's the insurance they need and they want.
All right.
Yo, view.
It
That's
says here,
that fire, huh?
yeah, kind
That's right.
it says here, they
Just
work
gotta
so
laugh at
hard.
this shit, man.
Yeah, Salake, Shema, because
Yeah.
Kanawak's laughing, and all I'm thinking
Yeah.
about is at destruction thou shalt laugh.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
the spirit, man.
That's
That's
right.
the
That's
spirit.
spirit.
We're laughing, man. And and the
Laughing.
Passover didn't even come yet, man.
Nope.
Man, when the Passover comes, some more judgment's gonna come.
That's right.
1,000%.
More judgment. I was reading yesterday. They're calling for a blood moon during Passover.
Woo!
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And
Lord's
it goes
will.
on to read, yeah, Lord's will.
Yeah.
And it goes on to read here, they work so hard, but all in vain, right? All that money, all that rat race, grinding, got to go to work, 15-hour days, got to get this overtime pay, this check, my 13,000 square foot house, right? Right now it's ashes, man.
That's right, man.
And no payout, like for you at home, like what the elder brother was saying, man. If you don't have insurance covering your stuff, you get nothing.
That's it.
Nada. So a lot of those
how devastating that is.
Yeah.
When you have a house that's when you have a house that's $5.5 million or $6 million or $10 million, and you don't recover anything from the damage, that's gonna bug you out. 'Cause that was your kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, milk and honey. A lot of those A-list celebrities now, they're gonna be sleeping in tents, man. They're gonna be bugged out.
Some of them will self-delete.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's what's gonna happen in Hollywood. Yeah, like enough of them gonna just mysteriously die. They probably might, self-delete.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it on that.
Okay, we'll play a little more here.
And just months ago, this was stripped from people. Like, this is not okay. It is not okay in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm hearing that State Farm yanked their coverage because the regulators in California wouldn't let them raise rates. So now millions of people don't have fire insurance, and they've lost their homes and have nothing. And you're right. You mentioned North Carolina. Remember the Maui fires? Still devastation. Yeah, and they were staying in 5-star luxury resorts, FEMA was. So we expect more. We expect better. We expect dignity and competence in the United States of America. That's not too much to ask.
Got all kinds of actors calling out something ain't right.
At some point, it goes beyond just whoopsie. At some point, it goes beyond negligence. There's something that's almost criminally intentional about this. Like, what are they doing? I don't know.
And before we get to the juicy stuff that's coming up, and I'm talking about lasers, Area 51, the juicy stuff, did you happen to catch the mayor's response? Because Sean Hannity did.
Mayor Bass had no interest at all in answering any questions. This is beyond outrageous. Take a look.
Lots of money, a little competition. Why would you not want to make money with this app? That app is called Audible.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions as well as not there?
Shit.
Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today?
Sure,
Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
Yeah.
Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? You're dealing with this disaster.
We're talking that ice cold killer attitude.
No apology for them. Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding?
She was
back
in
home?
Ghana. Living her life.
She's a Jake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she's a Jake.
Well, there's a real mayor of the people. But Mayor Bass, Governor Newsom, the federal government, they have all failed the people of California.
Look like she was just mowing people down to get out of there. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments of that. Even Dennis Quaid speaking up.
My heart goes out to and
Yeah, he's just a puppet, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Control opposition, man.
Yeah, because like these people that's in power are above her. She's just a pawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of.
water in the Palisades.
That's why she didn't answer anything, because she's told orders, man. And she's just doing what she got to do because she knows what's coming down.
Right.
I have a quick precept on the NLT.
Yeah, come.
Luke 12:49 in the NLT. I have come to set the world on fire, and I wish it were already burning. So this is Yahweh Shai doing this, man.
Yeah.
You know? Even though Esau feel like he's like, even though Esau feel like he's orchestrating this thing, right? But this is like Yahweh Shai, man, that's doing this.
Because even if you are orchestrating it, Yahweh Shai allowed you to do it. So it's still Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
That's right. The king's heart. The king's heart.
Set the world on fire, and I wish it were already burning. So it's good that the fire is going to be burning, man, until Babylon totally on fire.
That's right.
And this is how you know you Christians, you Israelite Christians, are bugged out, because you think Yahweh Shai is up there, begging you to trust him and have faith in him. This man is up there meditating terror. He said, "Listen, when I come, I'm not going to come to this place until this place is on fire, until all hell is at its maximum. Then I'll come, because you saved the best for last." And hey, on top of that, I wish it was already there. So Yahweh Shai is in the same spirit that the hopeful elect are in. They're hastening the day. You know what I mean? He's up there waiting for the Most High Yahweh to give him the order, because he's hastening the day.
I have a quick precept. Hebrews 1:7 in the NLT. Regarding the angels, he says, he sends his angels like the winds, his servants like the flame of fire. So this is the angels, man.
That's right.
There's been a couple of sightings of the chariots over there in Los Angeles. During the wildfire.
We're gonna get there. Yeah, come.
Okay, come.
Yeah,
that's it.
Come.
Infrastructure has been a big problem around here, and where we should spend the money. It's I do have a difference with that. Yeah. And the mayor coming back, I'm sure she got on the first plane coming back, but having nothing to say once she got here. I don't know if that was edited.
A lot of folks, a lot of faces speaking out. All right, and the guy in our space of awareness into thin air put this out, some really good information, calling out 3 major fires all begin at the same time. Does this all sound way too familiar? 3 fires starting at the same time. Also an Into Thin Air's post right here. Infrared satellite catches U.S. mill setting fires in California using DEW. Now, that's a post that he put out. Were they catching fires? I don't know. But check this data out. Right here, you can see. Wait, here it comes.
Look at this.
This is infrared from the satellites.
Now, look at that.
Laser, yeah.
Did you see?
Did y'all see that?
Remember Hawaii, Maui?
That is laser.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
And Apostle Tahar, he made she always told us to watch a movie called a documentary called what do you call it over there? Or it's called Panama Deception.
Yeah.
And that was in the early, I think that was in the 60s or 70s. And they basically used that
lasers,
used this laser or the direct energy weapons, and slaughtered the tribes over there. Right? So Esau mastered it, man.
Yeah, they used Israel's what's it called, cannon fodder.
That's right.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you Israelites, man, what you don't understand, man, these people hate you. You Israelites, you're bugged out. 2/3 of you are bugged out. You really think this is it? All this is happening, and you still trust in this system? And if you don't trust in the system, you trust in yourself. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? You're barely paying your rent. You're pissed off about your job. You don't have a good marriage. Your kids are not in order. What the hell are you gonna do?
Right.
Exactly.
You Israelites are bugged the hell out. You're so stubborn. You're not willing to call upon Yahweh Shem Shad, but Most High set it up that way. So 2/3 are going to be destroyed.
That's right.
That's right.
And then they're going to come back in the kingdom.
That's right.
Apparently, this comes from Daywalker 378. But we got more on this. Check this out. And let me know down in the comments if you've got more information on this. So far, this is one of the only.
We'll skip ahead here.
By the next red 51. This is totally is going on here. How can you not? This is not a coincidence whatsoever. Played out, we have the zap coming from the radar, the same one coming from Nevada right here. Then we have the expansion as it moves into Southern California. Just like yesterday, those radars start going off and crazy. And that's when this disco party begins in Nevada. Check this out. This is just unbelievable to see happening and then have no one point this out. Just as the cloud is getting over Southern California where all the wildfires are, we start seeing the next red towers from different states crisscrossing right over Area 51. Those are where our scalar beams are happening. And this is just insane to watch.
All right, so clearly go follow that guy if you want to check out what else he digs up, because that's some pretty darn good information. What do you guys think? Is that just a coincidence, or is it some really valuable information to try to figure out the puzzle? Put it in the comments. Again, share this video out. You guys compare this to what's happened before. I don't think that these videos are going to survive very long, because I feel like with Maui and Lahaina, we've already got a little bit of warm-up and a watchful eye on what to look out for, right? Again, when we've got smart LA 2028 technology for a better Los Angeles, probably just coincidence that many of these areas plan.
So you got a better smart technology for Los Angeles, and then Maui had the same fire incidents, and they were turning a 15-minute city. And now you see Los Angeles having the same fire incidents, but yet you have a plan for a 15-minute city with Los Angeles. Like you people are not putting you people are not putting it together.
Yeah.
You're not understanding that this devil is moving. Like he's because he know he had a short time, he comes down with great wrath. How many homes? 70,000 homes that are worth anywhere from 2.5 to 1.5 to about $10.5 million. These are serious homes.
Ashes now.
Hey, like it was nothing. Do you see?
Yeah.
You know, did you see the DEW? Look what it did.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And for a WEF 130 15-minute city, and all these disasters are coincidentally happening at the same time. Anyway, in case I went long, I'll stop it right there. I'm going to keep digging. Let me know what you guys know down in the comments below. If you haven't picked up one of these inexpensive preps for your home,
Right.
your
So
car.
that's it on that. Precepts for anybody?
I'll get Revelation 13 and 15. Well, I'm going to just put in the King James. Revelation 13 and 15.
Then Canada should be a 51st state.
And you have power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is what we're approaching, chaos. And and Esau going to be pushing this whole thing with the 15-minute city across America, across Canada.
Oh wow!
Right.
Yeah, Khan. Salaki, brother. We were talking about. See, he says here Donald Trump sentence in hush money scandal. Donald Trump sentence in hush money case.
Ooh.
So hey, man, he might not make it to office, man. He might not make it.
And that's going to cause more chaos.
What?
Yeah.
That's right.
All kinds. Yeah.
And because of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and
That's
that
right.
no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right, so you won't be able to enter these 15-minute cities, right, unless you're a part of this society, unless you have the whole Neuralink in your flesh, in your brain, or
Eventually
in your right
we'll get to that.
Right.
Yeah, eventually you'll get to that.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he's all about gradualism. In the beginning, he's gonna, we're gonna be living in we're gonna witness these 15-minute cities. But then, like Conwalk said, man, there's gonna get to a point when he's gonna be, all right, it's mandatory. Everybody gonna see him. If you got 80% of you that have a C hip, the rest of you 20 have to get it, or you need to go.
That's right. Right.
Because we're already living in these 15-minute cities. When you go to Toronto and you go to
it's like a foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Foreshadow. Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Wow.
Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, or is the number of a man, and his number is 636. That's it.
Wow. That's a powerful precept. So every time we go over it, there's so much information. right? He just lists the last of his wrath, right? Those things, a name, a number, and a mark. But I would like to focus on the word cause, right? Because that's the reason why I was laughing, because the crisis that we see in California, let me say it again, and we saw it a few years ago with Maui and all of this stuff and the buildup, right? So this is part of what the beast does, this beast system, excuse me, with a horror on top of it, it causes. So this word here, cause, right? If you look at it as a noun, real quick, let me read it because it's so fresh again as the men were prophesying. It says, reason or motive for a decision, grounds for action, motive, right? And then it says, Old French, right? From Old French now, cause, C-A-U-S-E, cause, reason, and then it says lawsuit. Okay, so we're watching this criminal. I mean, this guy here. Okay, he's considered as a criminal. That's why he's going to court. So he can't escape, right? So his lawsuits are coming for you too, buddy. Hey, and lawsuits gonna come against the elect too. Let's be clear, right? And it says case in law. Salaki, brother, go ahead.
No, I was just saying the whole point is that he's, Isaiah 10:1. That's how he's going to cause it, right? Through his draconian measures, his draconian laws. He's going to create crises so that he can come down with the hammer. It's the same trick this man's been doing for centuries.
Beautiful. Yeah. There you go. The water for that. That's straightforward. Yeah. So, and it says case in law. So yes, the lawsuit's going to come with it, and then. As the brother just mentioned, Isaiah 10:1, right? On righteous decrees, what was mentioned there in the last part of that precept, the name, the number, and the mark, it's going to be mandated by law. If you're not with him, get ready. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, man.
Okay, we'll play a little bit of this.
And that's where we are now.
That story kind of disappeared very suddenly. Do you have any idea whatever happened to the drones?
What happened to drones?
Well, you said that you knew that you thought the government knew what was happening with these drones over New Jersey. There were some by Bedminster.
I don't know. They're over Bedminster a lot, so I can imagine. I'm going to give you a report on drones about one day into the administration because I think it's ridiculous that they're not telling you about what's going on with the drones. And it's not only with me. Glenn was telling me today that in Virginia they have drones all over the place too, and nobody's reporting it. I don't know why they're not. Do you want to say something about that?
Just one quick comment, which is we are home to the largest naval base in the world in Quantico. We've had President Trump.
Let's get back right here.
Talk about it.
Just trying to get to
I don't think we can ever say that we got.
There's aliens, though, right?
I mean, I'll put on my
Sure.
Yeah, we can talk theories all day, but hey, aliens is as good of an answer as any, right?
I'm sitting here spinning my wheels, thinking like, all right, like what do the eastern plains of Colorado and Jersey have in common?
I have no idea.
Nothing.
If anybody has a better answer, let us know.
Some mastermind watching might be like, you know what? There's a connection, and you could bust this thing wide open. So you know what? Nobody knows the answer. Sit down tonight, pour yourself some red wine, and get to thinking.
Just say, woe to you, the careless city. Look at these news reporters, man. They don't. This is not serious for them, right? They don't understand. People are entertained by the idea of chariots because Esau has sorcerized, and that's not even a word, but I'm just saying it. But he's committed sorcery on these people by thinking that these chariots of the Heavenly Father, which is a curse in Zechariah, said this is a curse that goes over the earth, right? These chariots, they see them as like Hollywood fiction, even though they're really, out here doing their thing. So these people are entertained by it, and that's why the scriptures say you're dismayed. All right, dismayed. You don't understand these events for what they really are. So you're dismayed at them. You think, oh, this is crazy, aliens. Oh my goodness, extraterrestrials. No, these are the hosts of heaven. The Most High is pissed.
I have a quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. and everyone that is swear shall be cut off on that other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. A little more.
A growing investigation to a mystery that is unfolding in the skies over northeastern Colorado. People have reported seeing massive drones flying over several counties on the eastern plains. So far, no one knows where they're coming from.
We've been flooded with emails and calls from people who say they've seen these drones flying at night low in a great pattern. I talked to one woman today who said curiosity about what these might be has overtaken the area.
It's just odd. It kind of reminds me of War of the Worlds.
Ridgedale, Colorado is rural. A small community in the northeast of the state is where Michelle Wyckoff calls home. She owns a liquor store in town, but lately she's seen visitors she's never seen before. Drones.
They're everywhere, and they're coming from all different directions.
She's not the only one. Since mid-December, residents of northeastern Colorado and Nebraska have been reporting drone sightings every night.
The scale of this, the operation is very unique. To my knowledge, it's the first time something of this scale has happened. So I can understand why people are concerned or curious.
There have been plenty of theories about what they could be.
There's a lot that have to do with the missile silos that are out here and the Air Force and military out here. There's theories that it's government.
Sheriff's departments across the border area of 3 states have been flooded with similar reports since mid-December.
The first time you actually saw one, what did you think? It was odd. Honestly, it reminded me of War of the Worlds. The sky is lit up with Christmas lights, basically. There's lights and things flying all over.
We also contacted local law enforcement throughout Colorado and up in Wyoming. They say they don't have any answers either. And we also contacted the FAA, who said they're investigating these sightings and that they can't comment on an ongoing investigation.
It's been dark for about a half hour, and we are seeing drones all over the sky. They appear as little twinkling lights. Sometimes there's just one, but in other cases, we've seen clusters of 6 or more. That's not something.
Hey, this is Psalm 68 and 7. The chariots of Yahweh Shemashah are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Right? There's angels in them chariots. Okay. It says, the Lord Yahweh Bashimashai is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. And when the Most High came, Israel, his own chosen people, were like, listen, we can't deal with the Most High. Moses, you go deal with it. If his own chosen people felt like that when it was a consecration that was about to happen, right? How much more when the Lord comes and he's coming out for a consecration, he's coming for a destruction. Yo. We're going to see some crazy stuff, man. Like, again, all you Akim, Sasir Akim, and Akwas, you have to internalize the Most High is bringing judgment and destruction. He's been pissed ever since Adam went off. You know how many thousands of years ago that was? That's at least 10,000 years ago. Can you imagine being pissed off for 10,000 years?
Yeah.
You understand? Like, and you have the power of Yahweh Hashem. This man is going to unleash all manners of evil on the earth, primarily America, Babylon the Great. And those of us that fear the Lord, we have to tune in and buckle up with Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
We have to constantly pray. We have to constantly endure. A lot of us are going through things that we find unfair, but it's all to strengthen our faith. Because when you're in a situation that's unfair, guess what? You have no choice but to put your faith in Yahweh Shem Shai or yourself. And you're doomed. The scriptures say that did anybody trust in Yahweh Shem Shai and was forsaken? And we have men that were walking into furnaces, men that were in dens full of lions, men that were swallowed by a whole fish. Like, these are serious scenarios.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are very serious scenarios. So you have to internalize that and be like, yo, we have to be ready. You have to think about death. Because that's the one thing that people can't comprehend, and that's why the majority of people are going to succumb to see him because they don't want to die. And we have Yahweh Shai conquered death, so we know what death is, what it really is, what happens after, and the purpose of it. So we have conquered death through knowledge alone. We just have to apply the action. Yahweh of the whole full elect. So another one. This is that's it actually. Oh no, Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. And this is the burden of Egypt. Hence why we read in Zechariah. This is the curse that goes over the world, over the earth. Egypt's burden is the Most High's judgment.
Yeah.
And them chariots are there. That's a burden onto them. That's why this man's moving with haste. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. Everybody, man, statue, everybody.
Yeah, because the angels is just waiting because the angels are just waiting to make a call. Like the angels just waiting.
Oh, they can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The angels just waiting, man, and they're ready.
Oh yeah. And it says here, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in his in the midst of it. So you're dismayed now, you're scoffing now, and you're entertained now. But when Yahweh Shema Shai fully releases his power through the host of heaven and judgment, which is judgment, hey, the majority of people are going to be completely, they're going to completely melt in the midst of that. Literally and figuratively. You know? That's it.
Beautiful. Wow.
Play a little more here.
This new mom thought she'd ever witness drones that have been spotted flying at night in patterns over different areas of rural Colorado and Nebraska. It's been going on for the past several weeks, and no one knows who's operating them or their purpose. The number of drones reported to be seen at a time ranges from 4 to over 12, with wingspans estimated to be 6 feet long, flying anywhere from 100 to 500 feet in the air. Local law enforcement and the FAA are investigating, but as long as drone operators abide by certain rules, there's technically nothing illegal going on.
The drones in New Jersey are strange.
I look to my left and I see two big drones. They were propeller driven.
Like he's trying to control the narrative, because on one hand you do have actual chariots that are in the skies and doing what they're doing, but then you also have Esau putting his drones up there. So he's trying to control the narrative.
Yeah,
that's right.
Strange and familiar to what we saw in Eastern Colorado in 2020.
I mean, that should sound like a really high pitched, just like almost like a little engine that wants to blow up.
The questions lawmakers are asking on the East Coast today are the same ones we asked here 4 years ago.
What is going on in New Jersey?
We do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that.
Short of having hard evidence, I wouldn't want to speculate on what it is that the people are saying.
Even similar meetings and teams were formed.
A drone task force to find out who or what is behind
Yeah, so you get the point, man. A lot of hoopla. I want to bring this up because Shamar, you posted this. These are good posts, and you know, those of you out there, you know, subscribe and be edified to this brother's channel, Pillars of Benjamin, right? So this is a good post. I like this. This is literally the whole country right now, and it's true. Look at it. It's divided.
Yeah. One side on fire, the other.
Yo, that's beautiful, man. And literally the whole, imagine when we read Revelation, the lake of fire, imagine this whole thing on fire. That's the lake of fire that John saw. You also posted this. Let's see, hopefully pulls up. Look at that. And a brother did a lesson, and he said if the Most High didn't touch up Hollywood, then he would have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. And that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. It's true. He did a lesson. He lesson that. You know,
everybody wants to go to Hollywood. You see, Hollywood's burning now.
Yeah, well, Hollywood is Sodom and Gomorrah, and Sodom and Gomorrah were into all those immoral sexual acts.
That's right.
So that was on point, man. And we got this here. Wait for it to load up. Be a governor, right? Unfortunately, no, but I did hear that your was higher. So, hey, man, it could be heavy. The reason why I wanted to read that too, man, because they're talking about Canada being America's 51st state, but we've already been tied in. You know?
Yep, part of the G7.
Exactly. There you go. See, this is your last post. Wait for it to load up. This is beautiful. It says human, you know, what do you call them? Fowl. Human fowl flu. Right? And it says 60. And so you have so much going on. You got the fires. You got this H-1B visas, and then you have pestilence at the same time, man.
Yeah.
And then you got drones. Yeah, look at that. You see?
Yeah.
And look, they're telling you Canada's up here. You got here, Texas. Like, yo, these cases are out here. People are not. And the majority, listen, Akim, Sincere Akim, and Aqua, we are the minority. You know, all these truthers that we pull up for videos and do lessons on, they're the minority as well. The majority of people don't even have no idea what's going on. They don't even watch the news.
Right.
And that's mainstream. You know, mainstream be bullshitting. Right. Yeah. So you see right here. Okay. So this is where we're coming to, man. And I got one more clip I want to play. This is Jake, man. This is Jake. Ashar posted this. This is hilarious. This is just Jake. It says people are actively looting and breaking into homes during the worst natural disaster in the history of California. That tells you, and we're not even at the peak of the Most High's judgment. This is what people are doing. So what happens? All hell breaks really loose. There's no police. Like
Mad Max.
Here you go. Let's play this a little bit. These people.
What a nigga.
Walking out with bags, taking TVs. Look at these jinx.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Those fucking what do you call them guys in the West Coast? Those gangbangers.
Yeah, serious business, man. So let me get this real quick. Second address 15. You know, we always pull this out because that's the time we're in. Second address 15, and I'll start at 1. I almost jump down around in the chapter. It says here, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And the only way we're going to get through this is through faith and fear, which is obedience.
That's right. Beautiful.
It doesn't matter how many videos you did. If you're not faithful and you don't have the obedience, you're done. You're done. Doesn't matter how much videos you do. Doesn't matter how much charity you brought to the brothers. You have to be faithful to Yahweh Shimei Shai and be obedient to Yahweh Shimei Shai. We all do. You know. It says, I'm gonna skip down here. Oh yeah. So verse 10, it says, "Behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt." And that's really talking about the elect. The rest of you 2/3, you're gonna be slaughtered.
That's right.
It says, "I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right? "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that Yahweh Shimei Shai shall bring upon it." You know,
what's the final plague? The missiles.
Exactly.
That whole landmass of America is gonna be on fire, man.
That's right.
That's right. Beautiful. Brimstone.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
This whole thing on fire.
Whole
man.
landmass.
Whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fire mingled with the sea of glass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says here, verse 14, "Woe to the world and them that dwell in, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another." Right? This place is divided. And this is what you see, a division. Right? You see division here.
And who brought it?
That's right. Yahweh
Right.
Shai. That's right. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the sword and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." That's what we just finished watching.
Yeah.
"They shall not regard their kings nor princes," right? Because eventually, you know, these devils, what they're doing is they're showing their hand. They're showing you who they really are, and a lot of people are going to be pissed off, and they're not going to regard their kings or priests. But Edom is counting on that, so he can bring in his military troops. He wants you to wild out, so he can go in on you.
That's right.
It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man should decide to go into a city and shall not be able to." 50-minute cities.
Con, if I may add,
Yep.
About 3 days ago, I was driving, and I saw big tractor trailers with the long trailers that carry like. I saw 4 of them driving on the main street, and they were carrying military sin wraps.
Oh shit!
Those armored vehicles, the sim wraps, they were carrying those 4 of them on the back.
Wow.
Each one, all in a row, they were driving. I was shocked. I pulled up my phone. I wanted to, but I was driving, right?
Yeah,
so I was like, damn. I was like, yo, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, you caught it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Serious.
So I was ready.
Yeah, man.
I've been ready.
Khan. And it says here, verse 18, and it says, "For because of their pride, their cities shall be destroyed, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And that's what happened. That's why Los Angeles is being burnt up, because of the pride of the people. And what's pride? Pride is when a man leaves his maker. Right? Starting with you Israelites.
Yep.
Right? And you heathens, because who made you heathens? You know what I mean? Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right.
And that's what we're coming to. We're coming into a world, all right? And, I'll say as a man, a universe that will only glorify the name Yahweh Shemel Shai. And the elect, starting with the 144,000, we are ambassadors of that name. Lord willing, we're of that number. And we're going to spread that name and the righteousness and the judgment of that name throughout the whole four corners of the earth, man.
That's right. The new Jerusalem, the new
Exactly.
heaven.
That's right. So it says here, verse 18, because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what we're coming into, man.
That's right.
That's right.
So that's it for me.
I have a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Yeah.
The light.
And that's why, Slaki, and that's why a lot of people are catching on to Esau. Right? His light, which is his knowledge, will be put out. People will not be enchanted by Esau anymore, because the Lord put a limit, a boundary to this man's wickedness, and his sorcery and his witchcraft.
Right.
So what does that mean? That means eventually the Lord is going to wake up everybody to your bullshit. Right? But the elect, starting with 144,000, are being waked up first, because they are the first fruits.
That's right. The light shall be darkened in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and walketh upon a snare.
Wow.
The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robbers shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. So Esau feel like, that he has his whole NWO. He's planning on to have his whole 15-minute cities and all that stuff, man. But basically the Lord's gonna put a monkey wrench in their plans, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. Right? His confidence shall be ruled all his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. So this is Yahweh Shai. And it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation, man.
That's right.
Nukes. What's happening over there in Los Angeles is gonna be America. America's gonna be on fire, man. After this whole World War III, and deliverance at the same time. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above all, his strength shall be His root shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off.
Right.
His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. So so there's gonna be no name for Esau, man. They're not gonna, they're not gonna be they're not gonna be no streets or Rothschild and Rockefeller. Your glory is going down, and when once the elect, and once Yahweh Shai sets up his kingdom, man, Edomites is not gonna have no power, man.
Come.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Any other precepts before we close up? Or lasting statements?
Yeah, I got real quick, right? Because we just heard plainly, straight from the scriptures, the faith of Esau, right? So I just wanted to read three verses from the book of Deuteronomy in regards to how the Lord rehearsed with the with the elect, right? But it was for the nation of Israel, but the Lord was really rehearsing with the elect, right? In regards to what we're hearing now, because these precepts are coming from what was said in regards to the narrative that is being pushed. They've gone away from the term UFOs. They've gone away from the term UPIs or UAPs to drones. That's what that's all they talk about is drones, aliens, and so forth. And flattered you people, you have no clue what's going on. But anyway, if I may, this is Deuteronomy 4 and 10. I'm just going to read two verses after this. It says, especially the day that thou stoodest before Yehovah Shem Yoshai, all power in Horeb, right? So we rehearse salvation with the Lord. Okay, here, the elect. When Yehovah Shem Yoshai said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words. Right? And when you go into this book, it's talking about the laws, all right? The laws and how the Spirit is going to work with the elect, right? Because the laws were given and the instruction was given, right? All right. So it says that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. Okay. So as we can see here clearly, the command is given across the board, right, to his elect, and there's a selection that the Lord brings out of this, right, and that's what we rehearsed, and now we're in the final end of the book, okay, so to speak. Okay, we liken it on to the between the sixth and the seventh seal. We're in the sixth seal, verse 11.
That's right.
And he came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of heaven, with darkness. And there's a buzzword for chariots, clouds, and thick darkness.
Yep.
Right? And brothers, we know, right? Whether it be you finish prophesying and you look out the window, right, and it's raining and it becomes ominous, right? The Spirit quickens you to understand that the chariots are there. And this is what this is going into. So verse 12, it says, last verse, and the Lord of power, Yehovah Shem Yoshai, spake unto you out of the midst of the fire, and ye heard the voice of the words, you see, okay, but saw no similitude. And so, hey, you people out there talking about drones and shit, you have no clue what you're talking about, right? But we've been telling you, man, we've been telling you that these chariots have not gone anywhere. It's the Lord's chariots, right? And it's in the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth and his angels, and he's going to bring this destruction right now. So the point here is only you heard his voice. Only the prophets are hearing his voice. Okay? You people are just terrified. You hear thunder. Anyway, that's all.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Come. All right, so we're going to close up, giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, right? Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and I've taught this word in truth and sincerity, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. Let's pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Starting with the 144,000, of course, and the rest of you that sincerely believe. Ababa Ball, Kwame Inshallah, to the hopeful elect. All right, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.